Hey y'all, Destination Zanny Gen X here, and I want to talk about my truth. So, I don't know if you guys noticed lately, and probably not because as I look at my numbers, I'm not getting a lot of views, and I don't know what that is. So, but hopefully, as I start to change and go through my process, the views will pick up, and this won't even make any difference a month or two from now. But I don't know if you noticed that my content has been dwindling, or maybe not just as focused on what I'm doing and what I have going on. It may be more just me putting collages together of stuff that I've done. And I also downloaded a collage with someone that I did an interview with, and I haven't released the interview yet. And I'll just say, truthfully, I'm going through multiple personal things at one time that's slowing down my process or progress. When I'm stressed or anxious about anything, I tend to just procrastinate, and that's what's been going on with me. And one thing about the video that I was supposed to post was it had a lot of background noise. Pretty much anywhere you go, Chiang Mai is just loud. And regardless of what I was doing to prepare for the loudness, it seems like it was always some type of wrench being thrown into the process. I actually, like I said, have three different interviews, and all of them but one is a noise problem. One I just cannot get off my DJI and download, and I don't know what that is. And I said that I was going to go to the DJI store plenty of times because I can literally walk to it. I walked to it yesterday, but I went because it's in the mall. I just went to pay a bill, and I just was like, I'll circle back around to it. But again, when I am stressed, I tend to procrastinate. But what I am going to do is post the one video and just ask you to turn on your closed captions, and you should be able to hear or follow along with us, and hopefully you'll get the point. If in fact the views are low, hell, by the time I'm able to sit down with DJI and figure out what I have to do to add on a closed caption to the video, this again won't make any. It won't make any. It won't matter. But I'm saying that to say that although I'm having personal things affect how I move, I'm not at a standstill. And if personal things are affecting your life as it relates to making you move out of the country, if that's what your goal is, think about ways you can commit to yourself to make that not be a deterrent. I know some people are just there because they are still at home because they need to shore up things like the sale of a house or the closing of a job, or just logistics, but it doesn't mean that you're not working towards the goal of moving. But some of you are just actually stuck, and it could be for similar things that are happening to me and other people out here. But the question you want to ask yourself is, whatever is making you stuck right now, what's keeping you in the country, and I'm talking specific. When I keep saying country, I keep saying, and I want to say in the US because that's where I'm from, but this can relate to anybody that's moving from anywhere that wants to just leave their country of origin and travel the world or live in another part of the world. Ask yourself, is what's holding you? Will it matter to you next week, next month, or next year? And if the answer is no, then ask yourself, why then are you not progressing to move on with your plans? If you're saying that those things would matter next week, next month, next year, ask yourself, how involved do you have to be in it, or are you inserting yourself into a situation and telling yourself that you need to stay involved? Like, since I'm saying that this channel is dedicated to 50 and over, many of you may have the circumstance of having grown children or even grandchildren that may be some of the reasons why you're not moving. And either you are helping them in their life, or you may just be so attached that you feel, I can't live happy if I'm not close to them. Ask yourself if it's the latter, what are they doing in their life? And are they stopping living their life to make sure that they stay close to you and have a relationship with you? And if they are, ask yourself, is it because they need something from you, or because they desire the type of relationship that you're thinking that you have with them? Do they want that with you? Meaning, if you just stopped all help, would those people that you're taking care of, even if it's not grandkids or grown kids, would they be close to you? Would they be making sure that they're changing their life so they can stay in your life? Would they stop things that they goals that they want to go after or pursue to make sure that you're okay? And again, if that answer is no, ask yourself, why are you still in that country? As I'm going through these things, and I'm not talking about them until everything is like squared up and behind me, um, I'm also not stopping progression in my life, meaning the goals that I have. Are some of them taking a hit? Absolutely, because I have to prioritize my mental health over, I don't know, posting YouTube. um, do I want my channel to thrive? Absolutely. Do I want it to be a different source, another source of income? Yes. But if it's putting a pause on me showing up in my first sources of income, or not taking care of my physical or mental health, then I have to push it down, because right now I'm not monetized. And right now, me slowing down is not going to affect anything in my life. You get what I'm saying? Um, but am I still out here in these international streets because that's where I want to be? Yes, because my priority is more about making sure I'm living how I want to live than maybe tackling the lesser things that's not important. So I'm saying this to say that I'm apologizing for not putting out the quality or quantity of work that I want to, as it relates to this, to my YouTube channel. And you guys will understand when everything is all over why I couldn't. But I'm also saying, as I'm going through so many storms, I'm still trying to find ways to prioritize my life and my needs first. And that's because I only have this one life. It's short and it's going fast. And if I don't live in it exactly how I want it to live or how I want it to look, I don't, I feel that my regret will outweigh anything else. And I don't want to get to 60, 70, 80 plus and regret anything. And hell, my definition of old starts at 60. And I know it's just a number and a mindset, but I don't want to be 60, because I mean, what, I got 7 more years until I'm 60 without, and say, damn, I wish I would have. So here's your reminder to live out loud, even in the midst of storms, even in the midst of challenges, and even when you may be telling yourself a story that doesn't serve you or the purpose that you are going, or that the purpose that you're here for. Think about that. If it doesn't benefit you, is the thought process really worth your time and effort? Are you stuck in something because you've been conditioned to believe that that's what you have to do? Or is it really a necessity for you to continue what you're doing that's stopping you from reaching your goal to leave your country of origin? I hope I didn't sound like I was rambling. I just did an overnight shift. I'm working on probably 3 hours of sleep in between clients, but I'm like, let me just put this video out so people can understand what's going on. Also, like I said, I'll keep banging on the table. I hope y'all don't hear that. Also, I'm going to release that other video tomorrow. I'm gonna put this first and then release the other video tomorrow. And hopefully you guys will do the closed caption and listen to what Fia has to say. Because I think it's some useful information that you may need, especially if you're coming to Thailand. Okay, y'all be easy. Destinations Danny Gen Next, and I'm out to take a nap before I go swim. It's my Friday, and I'm happy, y'all. Be easy.